Hey there, class. In this chapter, Visual Merchandise Planning, we'll discuss the presentation of stock on the sales floor and how visual merchandise takes place where the shopper and the product comes together in a real hands-on situation. So, good retail display is based on planning, coordination, and cooperation. Visual merchandise planning tools such as metrics, return on investment, also referred to as ROI, product placement, and the retail planning calendar are used to set up the store in a way to maximize exposure in pursuit of meeting financial goals. So, metrics that are looked at are metrics from the past and the present. They include total sales by day and or year. They can also include inventory levels and traffic patterns. Your ROI calculates performance of the retail space. Now, floor planning is also used to indicate the placement of merchandise, fixtures, display platforms, and traffic flow. It also helps to determine product adjacencies or category product arrangements. So, specifically, where you want to place merchandise and lay it out throughout the store to also encourage like add ons and mix and matching. The retail planning calendar segments the year out. It helps with keeping things looking new and fresh throughout the store because you have a schedule that keeps you on track of when to rotate things in and out of displays, on and off of mannequins, etc. Visual merchandise planning. So, merchandising directives, planograms, and visual standards are developed by the visual merchandiser and the store planner. So, this information is then disseminated to all stores so that they can use it during the setup to ensure that they have a consistent brand image. Directives and planograms are very detailed diagrams and drawings of the displays and merchandising from all viewpoints. So, the merchandising standard conveys exactly how merchandise should be displayed, what fixtures, displays, and props should be used, what item to place on a fixture, and how many of that item should be placed on that fixture, signage, etc. Now, pre planned display and merchandising configurations are generally referred to as rollouts. So, this is what is developed but then rolled out to all that brand's different store locations so that their staff can go ahead and set up based upon those diagrams and configurations. So, zones differentiate areas of priority or what can also be referred to as premium areas throughout the store. So, those areas where you get the most traffic, where you get the most exposure. Placement, shelf placement is very influential on sales. So, having an item placed at the proper height on a shelf actually has a very positive influence on the sales. So, retailers can then use the metrics or sales data that they have been gathering to determine whether or not they need to reposition merchandise at a better eye level for consumers so that they can continue to have an influx in sales or a positive sales experience. Fixture capacity refers to the maximum number of units that a fixture can hold. So you want to maximize, obviously, your fixtures to ensure that you have enough stock on the sales floor because that is another way to eliminate losing potential sales by not having enough stock on the floor. So displays, signage, price point, lining, these are all very important when you are planning to lay out your visual merchandising throughout the store. So your signage is going to be one of the most important things that you can have. You want to have the proper signage that directs and informs consumers. So it'll direct consumers throughout your store to different locations, different categories of merchandise, but also it will inform the consumer about price points or any sales that you may have going on for your particular store and products. Lighting is another really important thing when it comes to visual merchandising. So, the proper lighting can make your display more striking and more memorable when it's used. So, a mock shop is really a great way for a trial run of your display before you roll it out to all of your locations. So, your mock shop is generally at your corporate headquarters, and this is where you'll pull everything together, make sure that it actually flows, captures attention, and does what it's supposed to do, which is sell your product. So, visual merchandise installation. So, you should schedule your calendar out a year in advance. So, 3 months before your installation, you should be ordering your props and your backgrounds. You should also be scheduling parts of the presentation to be done at the display studio. So, again, kind of making your mock shop or putting things together so that when you get to the actual rollout, everything runs as smoothly as possible. So, a week or two before the promotion day, you want to ensure that your promotional merchandise is in transit and everything is ready to go. So, you don't want to have an incident where you get to your promotional day and you're missing pieces for your promotion. So here's a quick checklist for installing a display. So the things you want to check for and ensure that you have and that they're in good condition and can be utilized for your display is going to be merchandise, obviously, right? Because you need merchandise to be able to sell. So is your merchandise in the store and is it ready for display? Mannequins. Do you have the correct mannequins that you have selected to display your merchandise on? Your lighting, do you have all the necessary lighting? Do you have enough bulbs? Is everything working properly? Your props, fixtures, and backgrounds. These are all necessary pieces that you need in the store. Are they there so that you can pull your display together? Signage, are your signs ready to go? Are they in good condition? So once you've gone through the different items on your checklist, you are ready to go. You're ready to get your display up and start making those sales. All right, this ties up this lecture class. I will catch you all in the next one.